Thank you, Everton. And thank you to Fuse Hub for having me on today. Our firm is excited to be part of this event, and together with our fellow sponsors, exhibitors, and attendees, we're all taking part in shaping automation in New York. Our firm specializes in helping companies obtain R&D tax credits for their innovation efforts. And we work extensively within the manufacturing industry, and companies involved in all aspects of automation are particularly excellent candidates for the R&D credit. The R&D credit is an annual tax credit, and it's based on product and process development that is already occurring at your company. And typically eligible activities include the design and development of products, the design and development of processes, software customization and integration, and prototyping and testing. And for the automation sector, there are a few ways companies can obtain R&D credits. The first is we help companies obtain R&D tax credits for the development of components. And this can include grippers and actuators, valves, sensors, electrical components, and robotics. And the second is that we help companies obtain R&D tax credits for integration of these components into their processes, in addition to other process improvements in their facility. And when it comes to calculating the tax credit, the value is based on the company's expenses dedicated to product and process development. And there are 3 eligible expenses that will count towards the credit. And these include W-2 wages, outside contractors, and supplies that are utilized in the R&D process. And through an R&D tax credit study, we are able to identify the eligible expenses and activities that will qualify each year. And I have added a few of our R&D credit case studies to the chat so that you can see some examples of tax credits driven by automation activities. And by performing R&D studies each year, we have been able to save companies hundreds of thousands in tax dollars. And we find that companies are able to leverage these tax credits to support and offset development expenses. So whether it be taking on new initiatives or hiring new R&D employees, or entering new business segments. And the credit can also be used as part of tax planning each year. And there have been a few updates to the R&D credit over the last few years that have made the credit permanent and also enables pre-revenue startup companies to utilize the tax credit. And a little background on our firm, R&D Tax Savers. Our R&D tax credit expertise dates back to 1981 when the credit was first enacted. And we have helped our clients save over $600 million in federal R&D credits. And our team consists of a mixture of tax experts. So we have CPAs, MBAs, and enrolled agents, as well as engineers from a variety of disciplines, since this tax credit is at the intersection of tax and engineering. And we have a tremendous amount of R&D credit expertise with automation technologies. And this includes end users, suppliers, equipment designers, and third-party integrators. And joining me at today's event is Charles Goulding, the president of R&D Tax Savers, and Peter Sands, a project engineer with R&D Tax Savers. So we look forward to connecting with everyone throughout today's event. And with that, I will hand it back to you, Everton.
Thank you, Andrea. Thank you very much. As I mentioned before, folks, please visit their table on the first floor, and they may be able to help your company.